But the
It's a
first
cute little
minute
intro.
was, who's this little puppy? We just heard, look at
so
that.
cute. He knows.
And you are our
He
star.
knows.
You're on TV.
He knows.
You're on TV. Do you know that? And you look adorable.
He's a star.
And they're gonna watch you grow up and become a big dog.
He's already grown a lot since the first time he made his debut.
You just have grown and you're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Oh, well, look at you. You're so... Everything you do in an adorable way.
It's true.
You're so wonderful.
He's the most cute.
And you had some fun. Oh, you're yawning? What's going on here?
He's like, it's nap time.
Okay, so now we're going to be doing layer 5. And this is Owl in a Snowstorm. Is that right, Natalie?
That is right.
Owl in a Snowstorm. And here's the owl without his ears. We'll do that today. And we'll do a little bit more. But I'm not going to be doing the owl in such detail as this, because this is a photo. And this is a painting. And I do my version of, I would say, impressionistic painting. So I'm sort of an impressionist painter, although I don't really like to be labeled anything. But I do generally work pretty loosely and not define things too much. And everything here is very loose, except the owls and a lot of detail. So I won't be doing all that detail. And it'll be easier on you too, by the way, out there painting. So this is the kind of brush I'm using. It's not as big as the other brushes before, but I'm going to be putting more details and working more in the background areas. And in this one, this is the most detailed branch right here with snow on it, and I'll work on that, and I'll be just working on all of these various things here to define it a little bit more. And so here we go. Let's get going now. Let me dip my brush in water, get it a little bit wet and damp. All right. Let's see, what shall I do first? Well, I already noticed that this is thicker here. I want to still thicken it out a little bit more here. And then I'm going to just play around with the various branches and see what I want to do here. Okay, so let's bring this out. I'm wiggling the brush because I don't want a I don't want to have a straight line. And let's see, I'm just going to go around with some dark paint and just define some of these things here. And so, yeah, I liked what I just splashed on there. Okay. We've got something coming out here. this looks like it's sort of irregular here. And then that's a bit dark there. So you see, I'm just finding spots and working. Working on it. Okay, that's looking better. A lot of activity there, and let's I'm taking black with this brown and mixing them both on the brush at the same time. And then what happens is black and brown appear. Just like I did it right here. I sort of splotched it on. And there's some brown here. Now my brown has got some water because I've been spritzing it with water. So there's some water here, but I still use this clear gel because the clear gel, unlike water, it sticks to the canvas very, very nicely. If you dilute too much, you won't have a good adhesion of paint to the canvas. Eventually it could come off. So that's why I use one of the reasons I use clear gel, to give it that good all right. So I'm just doing my version of giving some interest by adding some brown. Yeah, and that is thicker now. I'm liking it's sort of a little bit light here. Let's see if I can get a little bit. Yeah. There'll be more snow later. I'll be dabbing with, I'll just take a certain brush, maybe this one, and just do a lot of snow. But right now I'm doing mainly dark colors, and so I've gotten this part now looking pretty good. There'll be snow added here. That's a piece of snow, and I'll do some of that, but I sort of like what's going on now. Let's work on this a bit. Let's see what I have on my brush right now. Okay, it's light. If it's on my brush and I want to use it, I'll use it anywhere. I don't care, right, Natalie?
That's right.
Just use it.
I like that little trick.
Huh?
I like that little trick to just use what you have on your brush.
Yeah, just go around. Let's see about a little stronger some of this snow. So this branch is back here. Okay. So let's put it up here. Let me develop it with. Okay. Now I have black on here, so let's see some things. All right. So some of these things need to get a little bit darker. I marked it with a color, but now, and I want to blotch it so that all right. So let me wash the brush out. I'm going to use it again. And let's take a little bit of white. The black is wet, so I'm just carefully touching it. So it's called wet on wet. And you have to be careful because you can make it like mud. So you just touch it without messing it around. And that's the first layer of a little bit of snow coming up there. And I'll do more later. But let's continue the snow right along here. Yeah, it gets a nice, generous thing. Here's a big snowflake right there. Another snowflake here. Now I'm getting into detail, and I'm not really ready for that kind of detail, but I'm having fun. And since this is one of the areas that get some extra attention, yeah, underneath also. We're getting it to pop a little bit. Okay. Let's give this some more strength. And I'll even give it some more here. So I'm bringing along some of the areas with some detail now. Now, since I have white, I need to get a little more. Okay. We're not going to get too crazy about the owl, but we want to still make it impressionistic, you know. Okay. Yep. That's looking a little bit better, Natalie, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
All right, and let's see. More snow right there. A big old glob of it there. All right. I am starting to do some snow. My sound effects.
The sound effects are a key.
Phew.
Yeah. Very important.
Yeah. Ching, ching. Boing, doing, doing. Right there. This one. Wow. Yeah. Somebody stop me. All right. So we're getting more energy and we're getting things to pop a little bit more. So I noticed yeah, and this gets it around here too. Whoa, okay. And he's sort of a furry owl with lots of feathers, and I'll imply that just by doing that, you know. Yeah, and there's a few down here too. Not too much, but don't get crazy, Bill. We don't want to do too much detail, but we want them to look like an owl. It's definitely in snow. Okay. All right, we're doing fine here. Let me just give him a little bit right here. Not too much, but on his head here, he's got some stuff. All right. Yeah, he's coming along. How about up here? We need some snow up there. You see, you can just keep roaming around. And then you, well, this needs a little bit of, it's not bright white, it's a quieter white. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too strong. I like that. Yeah. Just how a few little touches here and there does quite a lot. All right, so what are we doing? We are simply developing it, and I have to sit back once in a while just to see what's happening. How about that brown again? Let's give a little bit of brown. There. Okay. Yeah. That looks pretty good there. Yeah, I've got here. Need some brown up there. All right.
What about the tail?
Hmm?
The tail of the owl.
What does it get right here?
It has some little browns on it by those yellows, right? Or
Yeah,
no?
little colors here?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's got some brown there. I'll just throw a little bit there. We can put it anywhere we want to.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. It's starting to feel like there's snow in this picture, and we're going to be adding more, definitely. Let's put a little bit up here. This is a whitish brown. Ah, you see, I like that. Because, why? Because I do.
Yeah, it's like bark.
Hmm?
Bark.
Yeah.
Love that.
I'm using up all the paint, Natalie, again. You know me. I love wiping the brush. And look at the nice look it gives of lighter activities. So it becomes more three-dimensional, not flat. It pops a little bit. That's what I like. All right. Okay, so I'm ready to put the ears in, and I want to make sure I get them right. They're pretty far apart. And so I'm going to use a little pencil to help me find the right place. How's that? The first place I put it maybe is not the right place, but let's see. It's above the eye, but a little further away, and they're coming out more or less here. And they're pretty high. And they're sort of arced. Okay, let's see. I'll put the next one in. So they're very spaced. All right, let's see. What do you think, Natalie? Are they too close?
No, I don't think they're too close.
This one needs to be over a little more, maybe.
I think they're good.
Okay. Let me just... So they're not straight, they're angled. Okay. All right, well, that helped a lot because not often do I have to rely on this, but I really need to get that right. So thank you, pencil. And now we will, so it's pretty dark. All right, so let me dip this I'm using a new brush. It's pretty fine. This is a lovely, elegant brush, by the way. Yeah, Princeton, I don't know what, anyhow, it has a very elegant shape to it. So I'm going to take a dark, but not too dark right now. I'm gonna dip it a little bit off. I don't want to get it too wet. And let's put the first layer. Okay. All right, let's do that again on the other side. Ah, what do you think?
I love it.
All right. All right, so I can build a little more. When that dries, I can add another layer. Maybe I can just do a little bit more here. All right. I'll let that dry because I'm using a fair amount of, you can see it settling right here. I just moved it up a little bit. Okay, I think it looks pretty good, Natalie.
Yeah, me too.
Now, what about the eyes? Do they need to be a little bit bigger? I can always make them small again, I think.
All right.
Just a little bit. See, I said a little bit. I didn't do much.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just let that hang out right there. We need a little bit of a nose, though, you know. He needs a little more nose. All right. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay, let me just put a little bit of black here. And a little bit of black right over there. Some dark here. How about a little bit down on the feathers here? All right. Okay, that's a nice impressionistic owl. Not too much detail. And he's going to get a little bit of snow around him in the next version. And there'll be a lot more. We're going to finish up, I would say, the next version. And there'll be just snow everywhere. And maybe I'll see something I want to, do a little more. But like right now, I want to define more. Yeah, his feathers. And yeah, that's better. Let me get a little more on right here. Yeah, just to give his coat some more interest. Okay, well, I think we can call that a wrap now. To be continued and finalized in the next episode. This is number 5, correct, Natalie?
That's right. This is number 5.
And we're going to be doing 6 and finishing it off. Thanks for joining, and I hope you've had good success today yourself. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.